to the Italian food boss. Today we will cook ragu or bolognese sauce. This is a quite traditional sauce from Italian cuisine and everybody has its own version. So today we are gonna cook the Italian food boss version. Is it the best one? You tell me. We are gonna need just some celery, carrot, a couple of onions, a bit of passata di pomodoro, tomato puree, and then minced meat. I'm gonna use 50% beef mince and 50% pork mince because we want a bit of fat to be there as well. So let's start with creating the soffritto. We start by chopping a carrot just roughly, and we throw this in the food processor. Same with a bit of celery, food processor, and then we cut a couple of onions in squares like this. Then we finely grate it using the food processor. What a smell. So now we heat some oil in a pan. I'm gonna use today a terracotta pan because that's what the nonnas used to do in the south of Italy, but you can use whatever pan you have. Just be generous when you pour oil in here. As soon as the oil is hot, we put in the pan the finely grated vegetables that we've done before. Onion, carrot and celery. And this will be our soffritto base, which is the building block or pretty much any tomato sauce in the Italian cuisine. And if you're here to smell it, you would understand why. Smell your own when you do it at home. One of the secrets to the perfect ragu or bolognese sauce is certainly time. So that's what I've been doing for the next 2-3 hours. Drink a bit of red wine and then use a bit of this in the pan to flavor the meat. Don't drink and drive, but drink and cook. Highly recommended. Our soffritto has been cooking for a few minutes at very low heat, and now we are ready to put the meat inside. Remember 50% pork and 50% beef mince to mix taste and fat. Fat is gonna be very important for this recipe. Now we are gonna leave this cooking for another probably 10-15 minutes at low heat, just for the meat to seal a bit. Then we will add a bit of red wine in there to flavor the meat a bit more. And then after we add the tomato sauce, we are gonna let it cook for 2 hours, 3 hours at very low heat. Patience, guys. Time is gonna be very important for this recipe. The meat has now been cooking for about 10 minutes and it's started to release a bit of liquid. So we want this liquid to evaporate as much as possible, together with some with a glass of red wine, which we are gonna pour in there. This time lid off for another 10-15 minutes or until the wine is almost completely gone. The meat has been cooking for a few minutes, like 20-25 minutes. The water is almost completely gone. Now we are ready to put the passata di pomodoro in the pan, and also we're ready to add the bay leaves that are going to give the extra flavor. Then we let this cook for minimum a couple of hours at very low heat, and we keep stirring every few minutes, and then at some point, probably 50% of the cooking time, we will also add some salt, not before. The sauce has been cooking for over an hour now, and the majority of the liquid has been absorbed, which is exactly what we want. Now it's time for the secret of the Italian food boss recipe: full fat milk. We want that this sauce absorbs a good amount of full fat meat, because this will give the cremosity to the overall sauce. Now what we want is to let this cook for another hour and a half, until we see that this sauce will become quite dense and thick. This is gonna be phenomenal. This has been cooking now for a few hours, at least 3-4 hours, and the consistency is perfect. As you can see, the milk is fully absorbed. So now it's time to eat. I have a plate of pasta here. I'm going to garnish it with my perfectly cooked ragu or bolognese sauce. Bolognese. Bolognese. That's how it's pronounced. Don't come with bolognaise, bolognese, bolognese. Salsa alla bolognese. Then we add a bit of cheese, and then we have some pepper. This looks good. This looks good. Smell is perfect. Is this the best bolognese of your life? Find that out. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. This is how it's done in Italia. Bye bye.